I think I speak for everyone when I say, let's go! Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and in this video, which is a massive hype video, I'm going to be discussing, taking a look at the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Hugh Jackman Wolverine, based on the likeness, obviously, on Hugh Jackman from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. These are not prototype images, folks. These are the blogger images. This is what it actually turned out like. Apologies for quick interruption to this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button, and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel, and the support is greatly appreciated. Back to the video. Now, I know that as 6 scale collectors, whether it is Hot Toys or whether it is in art or whether it's a custom, whatever, you got the prototype, you got the final product. Okay, prototype images, blogger images. These are the actual release photos. This is going to be the first time looking at these on an actual laptop screen. I've seen them on my phone. I've been watching a few of the YouTubers downstairs. I've been watching some of the YouTubers' reviews on the TV downstairs. Use your words, Shane. Figure Hideout, incredible. Really enjoyed his short and his full unboxing. This figure. So this is the MMS754. I just want to double check that I have that right for you. By the way, this could be a 45-minute video, so if you don't like that, go away. We've got, I believe it's the MMS754. I want to make sure I have that data for you, because just in case you want to order, MMS754. Now, there's two versions of this. There's the deluxe version, which is $340, and then there's a regular version, which I believe is $290. Now, this is the definition. This is a blueprint of a triple threat. So, in 4K media, if you collect 4K Blu-ray, there are some 4K Blu-ray transfers that are called reference quality 4K transfers. Ones that really stand out as good examples to showcase the power of 4K, a good 4K transfer. For example, Top Gun Maverick is one that gets thrown around a lot. The Shining gets thrown around a lot as well. And I put the new Terminator 2 one in there as well, because that's just incredible. Just what they've done with it. This figure, I think, is a reference quality Hot Toys figure. A lot of the time we see these prototype images, and then the figure might be like, the head sculpt might be like a 9 out of 10. And then when it comes out, it drops down to maybe an 8.5 or an 8. And now, of course, they can drop down further. But let's say there's a bit of slippage from like a 9 out of 10 to an 8. It's still an incredible head sculpt, just not as good as the prototype. This one here, I thought the prototype was a 9, if not a 10. I think this one is every bit. This release, these, not only these blogger images, but the images I've seen on shorts and reviews, the review videos, Figure Hideout, shout out to him. This is every bit as good as a real thing. I mean, maybe there's slightly less detail on the face, but that's just a maybe. I'm not sure, because I won't know. This one, I think I have to have it in hand. I know those phrases, you have to have it in hand. It's such a cliche, and so is, it's the lighting, another cliche. But lighting does matter. Lenses matter. The poses matter. The angles matter. All this type of stuff, the type of camera. But to look at it, to be honest, like I think this is I think the head sculpt was a 9, if not a 10 out of 10. I think this here. I think a 9 is very fair, and I don't think it's slipped. I'm so excited about this. I love the character. I love the source material, and I love this particular version. Love the character Wolverine and Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine. Love the this particular the source material. Look, Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not a 5-star masterpiece. I get that. It was 5-star. My heart says 5-star because I absolutely enjoyed it. I think it cracked me up when I watched the first time, the second time, the third time. I've rewatched it on digital and stuff like that since. It has great rewatchability. A lot of people said, "Oh, I wouldn't have rewatchability." The gags still get me, even though I see them coming. But you could say that about a lot of comedies, like the jokes won't be funny the second time around. It's like, well, sometimes they just are. Is it a 5-star masterpiece? No, I think it's a 4-star movie. I think it's solid. I think it was let down by parts of the story, or just there could have been a better story, to be honest. But in terms of enjoyment, I loved it. So. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like? I mean, you've got Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine alongside Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, their on-screen chemistry, not just between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, or Deadpool and Wolverine, but specifically Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine alongside Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool. The action scene, the first one when they fight to AC/DC Hell's Bells, great choreography, one of my favorite action scenes in MCU history. The fight scene in the car, which was hilarious and very well choreographed, although completely different. It went from open space to tight space. And then finally, the scene where he actually finally, after he gets the yellow and blue costume after all this time, and then he puts on the goddamn mask. That's what we want to have seen look, that only took 20 fucking years. But this here, I'm really excited about this. As you can tell, this is not just a figure. This is a reference quality hot dog. I'm not going to edit that bit out. A reference quality Hot Toys figure. It is a triple threat for me, and it's just very, very exciting. It's not just a normal figure. It's an event. It's like you go see the next Christopher Nolan movie. For me, that's an event. Maybe the next big MCU or Avengers movie is an event movie. It's not just like, you know, I like going to the cinema. People like going to the cinema. Sometimes you just go because you're bored, you have nothing to do. But then there's event movies, like Dune 3 is going to be an event movie for me. It's not just a movie. I'm really looking forward to it. Batman, the Batman Part 2 is going to be an event movie. Probably Avengers, Doomsday, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and Deadpool and Wolverine was an event movie. Okay, let's take a look at this. That shot there looks incredible. I can see a lot of people posing up like that. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Zord photography was going to do with this particular Wolverine and the Deadpool. Straight away, Hugh Jackman likeness on point. I see. If there is slippage, I can't see it. I'm glad that this is sculpted hair. Hot Toys are getting better to sculpted hair, and I just think that hair is a bit too short. It mightn't work with Artisan. I love the look of the face. I can really see the Hugh Jackman likeness. Of course, this has separate rolling eyeballs features or function. The hair, it looked like it did in the movie. Fantastic job with the sculpted hair. The expression on the face. Even like the bit of teeth you can see, the snarl. The arms look incredible. They've got those squishy, silicone, seamless arms. You needed that for this figure. Looks incredible. I like the fact that it comes with regular and battle damage swap out parts. By the way, there's two different versions of this. The deluxe version is $340. The regular version, I believe, is $290, I think. This is going to convert it. See, if I go out here in Sideshow, because I'm based in Ireland, it says $340 there for the deluxe, but when I click in, it changes to euro because I'm in Ireland. So I think the collector edition or the regular edition is $247. That's about $290. So the deluxe version, let's just take a quick look at everything that comes before I talk about those fantastic looking blogger photos. Okay, so this is the deluxe. The regular doesn't come with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt. So if you don't care about Hugh Jackman, you just want your Wolverine, the yellow and blue suit, maybe you're just a diehard fan of the comics or diehard fan of X-Men 97, that's going to be representation, fine. Although I think a lot of people probably would have got the Hono for that. But interchangeable sleeved arms, I want the sleeves personally. Although the sleeves is probably my only nitpick on this. I think in certain shots and certain reviews, like his arms look jacked when they're without the sleeves, the silicone arms. But then when you put the sleeves on, because sometimes I will want to put the sleeves on. I'm a big fan of figures that come with loads of different parts, so you can pose them in completely different ways. You can pose this with the head sculpt, without the head sculpt. You know, you can have a Hugh Jackman head sculpt or masked up. You can pose it with the three different face plates. You can pose it with the cleaner battle damage look. You can pose it with the silicone arms, or you can just have the shoulder pads, or without the shoulder pads, or you could have the yellow arms. So my point is, some people buy two. I tend to just use that as an opportunity to repose and shake up the collection a bit and keep it fresh. So yeah, if you're getting the regular, you're not getting the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, you're not getting the yellow sleeves, and you're not getting the battle damage interchangeable armors. It seems to be there's gauntlets. Is that battle damage gauntlets and chest plate? Good stuff. Right, let's take a look at these images. That just looks incredible. Likeness is on point, hair is on point, separate rolling eyeballs just adds a different dimension. The expression, I think they've nailed Hugh Jackman's likeness. I see very little slippage here. I wish the blades were adamantium, ideally, but I'd settle for diecast, but they're not going to be diecast. They're just, Hot Toys they're navigating away from diecast, and it's kind of annoying because diecast just adds a bit more of a premium feel. It makes it more accurate because they were not plastic in the movie. I get that they're not actually going to be adamantium, it's not a real thing. But come on, make an effort. Diecast, it's not that expensive. Just throw it in there. And it's ironic that Deadpool is there because I think the Deadpool 2 Wolverine had die-cast katanas and the baby knife, but then when you get the Deadpool 3 one, or Deadpool and Wolverine, they're plastic again. So, you know, these little things, these little touches matter. So yeah, there's 2 criticisms I have. Give them the actual die-cast blades, and they need to beef up those yellow arms, those sleeves. So look at that. Like, looks like a different figure nearly. So you got the battle damage chest plate on there, head sculpt exposed. Here you got a masked up, but kind of even the teeth. I just think they've done a great job with this. It's just cool. Like, you know, it's just a cool, and it's yellow. It's they've been waiting for it for 20 years, and let's face it, like, it's gonna pop on the shelf. How many yellow figures do you have? None. Okay. That looks incredible. So seamless arms look great there. Like the claws look well, but I just wish they were die-cast. I wonder if someone gonna do some sort of a custom fists that you can swap out and put them in there. The mask looks so cool. I just, when he puts on a mask, everyone just lost their shit in the cinema. I don't know why. That's funny there. Just it's a cool pose. I like it. Mask looks great. Expression looks great. I love the white eyes, the battle damage on the chest plate. I'm a sucker for battle damage. There's going to be a few creases in the suit, but there's creases in the real suit and the real thing. Only, like, I suppose these creases, because it's 6-scale figure, are a bit more pronounced. I think what they've done with the arms is great. It's not only like the fact that they're seamless or the fact that they've got the proportions right, but they actually look muscular. You can see some of the vein work on there. It's like, that could have gone poorly, but they're getting really good at those muscular silicone bodies, like for Peacemaker, for example, or the Bane 2.0. And now this, we waited so long for this, and yeah, bravo, like, hats off to them. Like, there's no question who it is. You walk around Dublin with that little Hugh Jackman head sculpt and ask random people, hey, who's that? They'll think you're weird, but, you know, what you gonna do? Now, here we go. My first kind of criticism, and it's very minor. When you swap out the arms, they just look, the bicep there, like, it just looks smaller. It's just like, they should be, if you look how beefed up his arm is here, or even in previous photos, they definitely do look, it's only a tad, only maybe 10% skinnier than it should be, but it is noticeable. That looks like a still from the movie. They've done a great job on that. And that might be the pose, like, you know, again, this is one that I'll mess around with a lot. Like, I'll have it with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt exposed like that with the seamless arms. Sometimes I have it fully kitted up on all the yellow sleeves and the mask. Or I think a lot of the time he's probably going to spend his time with the mask on and the arms exposed, because I think the arms are, let's face it, they're one of the top things about this figure, the sculpt and those arms. But the suit itself is, we've been waiting so long, you know. There you have them fully kitted up. Now, in fairness, the arms don't look too bad there. I still maintain that the sleeved arms, the sleeved yellow arms, are slightly too small. Okay, it's not a deal breaker. Line Rock have already contacted me saying that my Deluxe Wolverine is ready to ship. Like, this is, there's no multiverse where this doesn't come home for me. And of course I have the Deadpool from this, the one they released with the gold guns, not the battle damage one that I do have in pre-order, but he's going to be posed up with the clean version with probably the gold guns as well. The teeth look great. Such a strange thing to point out, but it's great when they get all these different aspects right. Really do wish those claws were die-cast. I don't think we ever see him like this. Do we ever see him like this in the movie? I can't even remember. Did he have the full sleeves in the movie? Did he start off with the full sleeves and then remove them? I can't remember. I need to watch it again. But yeah, I don't think I could keep those sleeves on. I think it'll be even the arms. The arms look great. In fairness, like, he's still pretty jacked for a guy of his age. They're going to make him do it until he's 90 as well. But that's so funny the way you have him holding Dogpool, which actually comes with that other Wolverine, which you can include. Yeah, look at the vein work there. Like, it's hats off to the artist. These people blow my mind. You have someone here who's able to recreate a 1/6 scale sculpt of Hugh Jackman with separate rolling eyeballs function, and then the paint apps that goes into it to make it look convincing and like him. Like, there's no question who it is. This is I think Hot Toys, this and Black Widow that they released there recently, like it's just, they're up in their game. Like they're not only up in their game, but this is them at their peak. And it'd be great if they had that consistency with all their figures. That looks like a still from the movie. I have to actually double check that. That looks incredible. In fairness, it's just so exciting. That's cool as well. I think the blogger, for the most part, they've done a great job on these. And I can see myself definitely posing it like this with the, again, with the arms exposed, obviously claws out, and the head sculpt, and just swap between that and the Hugh Jackman head sculpt. Blogger just done a great. This is Kindar Toys. They've done a great job with this. Like, they just look so lifelike. The little touches. Look at Deadpool. They have two different eyes there, so they get one slightly closed, and even the battle damage. Just the battle damage one that kind of, it was like the Bond. They announced they put them up for pre-order, and shortly later we saw the blogger photos because a certain small batch were released, same as the Commando outfit Bond that I have. And yeah, this is that's what I think they're waiting for the rest of the batch to be released. So I can't get over the arms, man. That is the star of the show. The arms and the head sculpt. That's the star of the show. And the rest of it, the outfit looks good. The battle damage is good. That's pretty cool. Looks like he's putting on the mask. Yeah, those sleeves. I gotta say, those sleeves, they need to be bigger. Like around the biceps, they do need to be bigger. I'm sure you're probably going to see people modding them as well. Are we at 45? I need more coffee. Are we at 45 minutes yet? No, I'm probably going to end this video shortly. But this is, yeah, in the same way that Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, or Spider-Man Brand New Day, or The Batman Part 2, or Dune Messiah, or Avengers, Doomsday, or Secret Wars, they're event movies. This is an event release. I think it's a reference quality Hot Toys. When Hot Toys are doing their best, operating, firing on cylinders, this is what you get. You get fantastic head sculpts, fantastic sculpted hair and paint applications. You get a kind of I suppose you could argue a custom body. Screen accurate suit, multiple different swap out parts, whether it's the head sculpt or the mask with the swap out mouth plates, the battle damage. I think there's clean and battle damage gauntlets with this as well. Because if we look at here, it seems to be interchangeable battle damage parts. You see you have the battle damage chest plate, while the bullet holes and scratches, and underneath there's a gauntlet. So some of the gauntlets kind of more weathered and some of them are clean. It looks like, I think articulation is probably not going to be the best. It's not going to be like a homemade suit Spider-Man, but let's face it, like it'll do everything you need a Hugh Jackman yellow and blue Wolverine to do for the most part. Like if you can do that, it's probably the most dynamic pose we had. I mean, he wasn't doing backflips or anything in the movie. Even like that, standing there looks incredible, and it's just got so much presence, especially with the. Like whether it's with the mask, I'm just excited about this. Whether it's with the mask on or the mask off, and the fact that it's just that yellow suit. Damn, did I go all the way? Is that all? I want to touch on John Wick is there for a second. So let me see. Did I? No, I didn't go all the way for it. So we're just gonna go back and see if there's anything we missed. There's a lot of photos. Yeah, it looks incredible. So look. This is coming home. They've nailed it, and I'm delighted. And yeah, I'll just really quickly take a look. This is a random time to drop. They usually don't drop Friday evening for me. In my time, they usually drop like Monday to Friday at about 5-6 a.m. my time. That's when it usually happens, or maybe later on in the morning. Sometimes as late as 9 or 10, but typically around 5 or 6 a.m. But yeah, this looks incredible. This is John Wick from John Wick 1, and it's not the ballerina, and I don't think it's artisan. I might actually read this before I continue on. It looks incredible. Likeness of Keanu Reeves as John Wick on point, and it's from the first John Wick as well. How about the John Wick 4? You can see it. Barely, you can see it there. Got the old 1/6 scale dog as well to go with it. Not much to go on here, but I'll give a quick read. They call him the Baba Yaga. Here's your first look at our 1/6 scale John Wick collectible figure. They already did a John Wick from John Wick 1. It's very dated now at this stage. A John Wick 2. I still maintain John Wick 4 is probably the best out of them all. As in, okay, John Wick 1 is the best movie. Let's be honest. But John Wick 4, it wasn't a perfect sculpt, but I do think, like, in hand or whatever, I think it looks quite good. But I still think it looks the most like Keanu Reeves compared to John Wick 1, John Wick 2, and John Wick 4. So it says here, oh right, this is Artisan. They call him Baba Yaga. Here's your first look at our 1/6 scale John Wick collectible figure inspired by the original film. Expect him in his signature all-black look, complete with an arsenal of highly detailed weapon and accessories. And that's not all. An artisan edition featured detailed implanted hair is also on the way for people who demand the extraordinary. Well, if you're saying that, Hot Toys, it better be, the artisan hair on that better be every bit as good, if not better, than the Black Widow's artisan, because that is the only one that I've seen where you've really nailed it. Okay, folks, that's it. I just want to take one last look at this Wolverine because it looks incredible. I'm just going to go to the photo that I really, really like. There's a few of them, but this, yeah, that looks great. Folks, thanks very much for watching. If you want to support the channel, so that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this up. Let me know if you're picking up 1 or 2. Let me know if you're picking up Deluxe, or the Deluxe version, or the regular version, collector version. Let me know how you intend to pose it. Score it out of 10. What do you think of the head sculpt? Score the entire figure out of 10. Are you hyped about it or not? Where are you getting it from? Let me know. I want to know. Drop it in the comments down below. And yeah, apart from that, follow me on Instagram. And that's it. The end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.